Hello, and you're my first one here. I remain your boy, Jude. Let me tell you something about the foolishness and selfishness that is particular with the existence of this label called Nigeria. The reason why you see some people come out boldly, to oppose you whenever you make any move that will, possibly not just even totally disintegrating the country, but restructuring it in a way that it will be favorable to every citizen and the country at large. The reason why you see some people go against it is because of certain kind of interest that they benefit from it. The setting as it is now, Nigeria's setting as it is now, whether flawed or in a proper disarray, benefits them. Let me tell you something about the gridlock at the wharf or the seaport in Lagos. Do you know, not quite long, there is this increase, in importation in Nigeria. Of course, what do you expect? The country is growing. The population is increasing. Economy is, becoming better a little bit. But anyway, there is a growing, importation in Lagos currently. And then guess what happened? They became a heavy gridlock. If you import, even after clearing it, for the goods to leave that port territory, it's going to take you nearly 3 months. Yes, congestion. Lagos originally is congested. Yes. If you come to foreign countries, what do? When they want to build a road, they measure, I know they don't do it in Africa. This is what, you can tell the number of cars that is allowed to plow this road at a given time. There is a certain measurement you get in a car, and there is a certain space that is supposed to be between a car and the other one. When these things get squeezed, get what happened? It becomes a complete jam lock. Lagos is already facing that as it stands now. But guess what? You see that seaport, seaport, all the wharf is completely blocked. No movement. Your goods can get destroyed even after entering Nigeria. For you to leave that area, your goods you can lose your goods in that process. But guess what? The NPA, Nigerian Ports Authority, said, okay, we have every channel. God bless the country with coastal lines that can even feed other African countries. Those coastal lines alone is a multi-billion-dollar source of revenue for Nigeria. Yes, because you can build a train track there let us say in Warri or Benin, and then drag whatever, one full load of sheep, drag it from there to Burkina Faso, drag it from there to Mali, drag it from there to Niger. It happens in other countries. Foreign countries or Igbo countries, European countries, I'm telling you. That coastal line that God blessed us with from Lagos down to Calabar, all through Port Harcourt down to Calabar, is a billion-dollar source of revenue for Nigeria. But guess what? Their eyes are not open enough. But anyway, let me not digress too much. There was this jam lock along that road. And then the Nigerian Port Authority said, okay, this year or possibly soon, we are going to pass a law now or make it mandatory to move 20% of every importation activities, operations to Warri Seaport, which is very fantastic. It will develop that Warri area. It will develop it will reduce the mayhem that is presently going on on that Apapa seaport or Tinkan seaport in Lagos, so to say. But guess who opposed it? It was the Lagos State Governor, this very man, Sanwo-Olu. He was so bitter about it. Sometimes when you look at these people you call governors, leaders, elites, let me tell you, they are not as elite as you think. Yes, they are not as elite as elitic as you think. How can you deprive this kind of expansion, progress that will benefit the country simply because you think that when you do it, it will reduce the population in Lagos, it will squeeze Lagos economy. It will do. I thought this man entered. It was not even up to 3 days he entered. He started demolishing Igbos, their properties in Lagos. The so-called Igbos are the people who predominantly use that airport to boost your economy. You do not want them in your land. You don't want them in your state. Yet they have people have come out with a method that will really shift them away from that Lagos, and now you are against it, claiming that it will affect the economy, it will affect the jobs. That's, oh my God, that it is mainly the Yoruba people that are involved in importation, that it will be difficult for them to go to Warri. They are not moving, for goodness sake. First, that is not even true. People know that when you go to those seaports in Lagos, the people who, everything you use in Nigeria are imported by Igbos. They are the owner. They are the ones boosting that Lagos. And it is because of those seaports. Don't say it is the Yoruba. That's not true. And then secondly, they are not moving 50% operation. They are not moving 20% operation. They are not moving 60% operation. It's just 20%. 20%. This man is is intelligent enough to know that even 20% will result to collapsing. In fact, moving the entire people, because it becomes closer to them. The goal is just to make this source of clearance of goods imported far from the east, who are the main people involved in the usage of these facilities. But anyway, guess what? The Igbo Traders Association in Nigeria, in Abuja, so to say, they came out heavily and they commended the NPA for such plans. They have commended that and claiming that it was going to be a very good move, that it is going to be a very good move. It's going to be a development for the entire nation, for that region, and mostly for the people who will leave the east, go to Lagos, clear their goods, and then before you leave the Lagos area, it's like a tug of war. And then before you now start traveling down to the east. Well, you see, there are a lot of people who do not want the progress of this country. Yes. Just because of their personal benefit. Their personal benefit. The coastal line that God blessed Nigeria with is enough to service Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali. Those places are landlocked. Niger, Mali. In fact, just the rest of that Sahel states. Yes. The reason why Ethiopian Airlines are taking advantage of of their route with the flight, having the best and most organized aviation system and the flight traveling system in Africa is because of the place where they stand, their position. They are more like in the boundary between Europe and Africa. So what did they do? They took advantage of that and start to look at their airline, one of the best in the world. God blessed Africa, blessed Nigeria with a coastal line. From all the way from America, Europe, Venezuela, the Caribbean, they can easily service Africa through our coastal lines. But guess what? These same quack leaders will soon build things that will destroy that plan. Well, let us be watching very soon. Very soon. This is View Africa. See you again in our next video.